Ani buju, biwaka jigandishnakas, makwa magizi and dodum, bawating and donjaba, Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Odawa, Otawatami and Dao. My name is Aaron Payman. I'm the chairperson of the Sault Ste. Marie Tribe of Chippewa Indians. I grew up in a fishing household, so this issue is very, very important to me. My people have been exercising our God-given right to practice our treaty rights in our territory since time immemorial, since the time that another fisherman walked this earth, Jesus Christ. My tribe is a member of CORA, the Chippewa-Ottawa Resource Authority. We're the 1836 treaty tribes that have an enduring right to practice our right to hunt, gather, and fish. And we have not ceded that right, and especially with the bottomlands, we have not ceded the bottomlands. So we have a property right, a unique right in this issue, and I believe that we're unified in lending our support to try to protect our natural resource. I was working for the Huron Band of Potawatomi when the spill happened at the Kalamazoo River. It was a complete fiasco, and Enbridge had pumped additional oil through to cause more damage. And right after that, there was a series of hearings that Congressman Shower had that revealed and exposed that Enbridge, this is the normal course that they have spills and they pay a nominal fine, and it's in a self-regulated environment where they regulate themselves, and that's not the way that this should be done. So I was actually, I think it was in another room in this building about 5 years ago where we had a press event and we had asked the state for a copy of the easement, and they didn't know where the easement was. So they spent about a year to find the easement, and then when they did find the easement, they found that there were supposed to be anchors every 75 feet and discovered that 20% of those anchors were never installed. And then several of those anchors were not functional. They were just floating in the water. So the state has been derelict in their responsibility on protecting this natural resource. We get almost nothing, almost no benefit out of Line 5. Enbridge is a foreign company that derives a great benefit. We get some benefit out of it, but not measuring the relative risk that we have. So what we've discovered over the years is that we're in a regulatory environment where the company regulates itself. We have monthly conference calls with the governor's office. 2 summers ago, or a summer ago, when we found out that the abrasion on the pipeline was bigger than what it was, we had asked the governor's office, so we need information about this, what do you know about it? And their response was, Enbridge said, this is not acceptable going forward. So when we're asked to swallow this bitter pill of a tunnel and taking a trust me approach from a foreign company that's already demonstrated that it'll put profits above the protection of our natural resource, don't believe it. Pump and pray is not the way for us to proceed on this. So finally, I will say we've had sessions with the governor's office, and they've presented briefly this concept of a tunnel, which I believe is going to end up not being feasible because of the topography of the Straits area. It's just not going to be feasible. So this is really a delay tactic to get through this administration and then send this off to the new governor because it's not going to be feasible. The other thing that I expressed to the governor's office is that taxpayers should not be on the hook for this. We've been promised that there's not going to be any cost. But already you can see that the governor's asking for a supplement of $4.5 million just to cover some of the boring permit costs. And so I'm not comfortable with this deal. And we need you to contact your legislators and ask those tough questions. This is not a matter of being anti-oil or anti-industry. This is a matter of having responsible industry to protect our natural resources going forward. So thank you very much, and I'm open for questions.